What up? What up? I'm Whip.
Easy Fats Carruthers.
Today we're going to talk about, briefly, get into the history of my man Nolan Wells, young man who passed away out of southern Mississippi. E?
You just go hand it over to me. First and foremost, RIP to that young man who had a promising career in football, Division II football player. On July 4th of 2026, Nolan Wells and a group of friends of his, they traveled out to Horn Island on one of his friends' boats. And there's like so many parts to this story. It's a little weird. I don't want to jump to conclusions on anything,
Right.
but there are a lot of parts of the story. So he goes to Horn Island. Supposedly, he speaks to a female. And while he's talking to this female, he tells his boys, "Yo, I'ma stay." Then there's a video that comes out where I'm told he's yelling at
Yeah, I
a
seen
group of
that.
his friends, screaming, "Give me my effing phone," you know? Then there's another video that Ben Crump, his attorney, put on the internet.
The family's attorney.
Yes. So the family's attorney put on the internet, supposedly on the 5th of July, Nolan he's at a little pool party, I guess a gathering, get together, which is weird, but I'm gonna go back just a little further. If his friends haven't seen him since 3 o'clock or 3:30 on the 4th,
Allegedly.
how is he at a pool party on the 5th?
With them.
With them. And on top of that, there were messages on his phone that were deleted, but his mother tracked his phone through Life 360. She ends up getting his phone back from one of his friends. His phone and his car keys, right? So he gets it back, and she says there's messages on the Snapchat that were deleted. People were saying that he drowned in the water. The only issue I have with him drowning in the water is, how are you able to open someone's phone if they drowned in the water? I feel like that's almost impossible.
Unless he knew the code. Unless you knew the code. But another thing was, the coroners had to use dental records to identify the body.
Which is extremely weird, because if you can't identify the body off of face value.
Now, I get it. Water does a lot to the human body. The water does a lot, but you only in the water for a few hours.
Now, he was in the water for a day or two. I think 2 days.
Right. You need
Well, I
to,
think they found them on the 6th.
and they
so-
need the dental records for that. I mean, I get bloating, right? The bloating, for those who don't know, your body's 70% water. So when water gets in there, it starts to get a little swollen. Okay, you got that, but you still kind of recognizable even with the bloating.
You probably should be. So in Mississippi, they did an autopsy on him, right? The family decided to do a second autopsy. Or Ben Crump, I guess he said, you should do a second autopsy, and they took the body.
DC.
Let me not say the body. They took Nolan out to, Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask you this question: if you feel like you needed a second autopsy, why not tell Mississippi, no, I don't want you to do the autopsy, period. I'm gonna have my own autopsy taken care of.
I would assume that what happens is, once the body is found, the ME gets it.
Yeah, that I have to ID that kid. That's my son. We're not just performing an autopsy without me. Right?
I don't know how many. New York State may be a little different than Mississippi. State law may require that the medical examiner perform an autopsy on a found body in a body of water, even because they didn't identify the body until later. All right.
So we're just gonna find a body, do an autopsy on this body, and we know there's a missing person right now?
That fits kind of the description. Listen, man, it's below that Mason-Dixon line. Y'all heard me say it here before. Things get a little dicey. Attorney Crump just put up, right, the picture you said of him at the party and on July 5th. that he made it off the island. Then I think they said one of his friends took their boat to another friend's house, who was the judge, and cleaned the boat.
Got it clean. Yeah, so
at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I was told that too. And Sheriff Ledbetter says that as of right now, we're not going to treat this as a crime, which is absolutely true. We can't come to conclusions, right?
Right. We also can't show our entire hand, right? Right. We don't want to show we're just going to play it by ear right now. See where it lay. See where the cards.
So toxicology takes a few weeks to come out. So this case is going to go on for a little while.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It's not just going to automatically. They're not just going to find it. It's not.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not Law and Order SVU or Criminal Intent on NBC. It doesn't, like Mr. Manning told me in criminal justice class, the crimes don't get solved in an hour. It takes months.
Crime can get solved in an hour. What are we talking about here? Are we talking about forensics?
Crimes
can get solved in 10 minutes.
No,
what are we talking
listen.
about?
You're not going to get an arrest.
What was his name?
Mr. Manning?
Did he even work in law enforcement?
Yeah.
Well, he must have just been a police officer his whole life.
Fort Apache. From 1970, late 70s to the 90s.
Yeah, no, he could be right though. He could be right because at that time you didn't have the same technology that you have today. So with him saying that, he's absolutely correct because they was putting people in jail that did nothing back then.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
Stop.
No, think about the
Not
people
Mr. Manning.
No one said Mr. Manning. I just said people were like police officers, like detectives, sergeants, lieutenants, captains. Back in the day when there were no video surveillance to go off of, when DNA wasn't introduced yet.
When it was the cops'
Did
word?
you do it? No. 12 hours later, did you do it? Yo, I'm tired, man. Yeah, I did it. I'm tired, bro.
Stop.
I just can't do this anymore, brother.
I was never told I was free to go.
Yeah, I was never told I was free. You cannot leave now? No, you can't leave. Wow. Yeah.
That's not proper policing. Yeah, but in the seriousness, it's like,
let me get a hand up. Let me get a shot at this. Oh, stop. It's crazy.
Listen, late 70s, early 80s. Hold on. Real quick, what were you, as a cop, what are you supposed to do between 87 and 91 when New York City's averaging 2,000 murders? You make 12 grand a year.
Right.
What am I doing, bro? I'm kind of angry, bro.
It's actually tough because again, there's no real resources back then.
Right.
So I don't know how they did it. And even I'm talking about the ones that they did get right. Unless there was an eyewitness, then I'm really not certain on how
I don't get paid enough, bro. 12 bands before taxes?
Yeah, but you talking 12 bands before taxes, and all you thinking about is 2026. 12 bands before taxes rent in 1978 might have been $138. I don't know what your check was looking like.
It might have been like 7. Let's be honest.
$70?
It might have.
Right, but I don't know what your check was looking like.
400.
Nah, it got to be under.
After taxes?
It got to be under 4. 12,000 a year.
Yeah, you might be.
You got to divide the 12,000 by 26 checks if you're getting paid bi-weekly.
$200, $200 to $300 bi-weekly?
I think it might be under. I'm gonna go under.
Oh, that's nasty work.
I mean, it is. It is.
That's that.
It hasn't gotten any better, but go ahead.
But, man, with this Nolan case, man, with so much stuff coming out, I saw his best friend, an African-American kid, came out and said, hey, this is not.
Javon?
This
when
is
I was on TMZ?
I believe so.
Javon?
This is not a whole race thing. That's what he said.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm not going to say it's a race thing, but it is a race thing at the same time because it's a black kid and then there's 3 white kids that were around him. So that's what makes it a race thing. No one said, hey, let's get this. That's not what we're saying happened, but it becomes a race thing because there is a black individual and there are a white individual. That's what makes it a race thing. We're not saying it was a hate crime.
But why? But here's my question, and I'm just playing devil's advocate. Why?
Because I just told you why.
Why does it necessarily have? No, you didn't.
I never said they were racist,
Right.
but it's a race thing because it's two different races.
But
Just like there's black on black crime, white on white crime, Asian on Asian crime, it would still be a race thing no matter what. Black on black is still race, right? When we say we're making it, we don't want to make it a race thing. We're saying that those kids hated him and they were racist, but that's not what I'm saying. It is a race thing because white people, black people.
Okay.
There it is. But no one's saying the white people were racist. That's what I'm saying.
Could have fooled me in that outfit.
Which one? You saying I'm saying they were racist?
In that outfit?
Oh, you sound crazy. Heck no, absolutely not.
Okay, so let me let me ask you this. Why again, it's why do you think the media wants to play the race card so bad? How come it can't be just, hey man, is four friends, one of them got into an argument with another one, and anything could have happened. Foul play could have happened. He could have slipped. They could have actually lost track of him. We don't know. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm not saying we don't know we don't have all of the facts. I know this generation nowadays, y'all don't like things like evidence and facts and stuff like that. But why does the media feel the need to sensationalize this incident? And then already, let's just call it what it is. Mississippi's already divided.
Mississippi's been almost divided forever. You had the movie Burning Mississippi. You have Emmett Till, his situation coming from Chicago
Right.
to Mississippi to hang out with his family members. Him allegedly whistling at this white woman who turned out and said, I was lying about
Right.
it. They beat him up and they lynch him. So
Right.
Mississippi's probably always been that way. Place I probably would never visit. No reason to.
Some beautiful beaches down there.
That's fine.
Cheap land.
I could find somewhere in the Pacific somewhere if I want to look at a beautiful. I'm cool.
Just saying. I just don't. Yeah, his homie is saying, "Hey man, this is not a race thing," and I think excuse me. Sometimes people from Cali, New York, the Northeast, we like to look at the southern states, the Southeast, and go and point the finger and go, look at y'all, and look how backwards y'all are.
Well,
and that's not necessarily true at all.
If Ben Crump got involved, he made it a race thing, like no matter what. That's exactly what happened. Look, it happened with George Floyd. It happened with Trayvon Martin. Forget the girl's name that passed away as
The sister in Kentucky.
Happened with her as well. So he's gonna automatically do it. I will say this. I don't know how big of a story it would be if Nolan Wells were just hanging out with black friends and he ends up dying. I don't know if this story even makes my Instagram page. I'm not sure.
Probably not.
Yeah. So it does happen. So usually you said you want to know why the media does it. That's what sells, no matter what. Look at the Asian dude that shot the 14-year-old black kid. Race thing. They're gonna make it. They'll make it a race thing because they want to sell, and they want everybody to be involved too, so they can pick out their clues.
Well, man, I'm hoping. I hope for the best. I hope that Nolan Wells' family gets the closure.
The answers they deserve.
Yeah.
The answers.
The answers and the closure.
And again, so we'll see about. I was told that, I was watching a couple of things on this, and the doctor that does the autopsies in Mississippi, I heard that she, kind of messed with paperwork when it came to black folk. I don't know how true it is. This is what I heard. So again, this is why I said to you in the beginning, I don't know if I would have went with the second autopsy. I would have said, no, please don't touch my son. And shout out to Colin Kaepernick anyway for putting the money up for the second autopsy.
Well, Colin did that.
Yeah. Colin Kaepernick did that, and the funeral came from Medea. What's his name?
Tyler Perry?
Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry paid for the funeral. So the autopsy was done. Toxicology is going to take a few weeks, 4 to 6 to get back. So they'll see what actually happened to Nolan. So this case is still going to be ongoing. Like the sheriff said, Sheriff Ledbetter, right now they're not treating it as a criminal case. They don't want to jump to conclusions, which is fair, but keep it open no matter what. Pause. Make sure the investigation is done and it's done right, no matter what. Make sure it's right and make sure
Absolutely. That's all we ask. Make sure it's fair. That's it.
You say we like you're family.
No, but it's my community, right?
You ain't from Mississippi?
Where was I born again?
How were you born in Mississippi?
Louisiana. Folks is from South Carolina. I could say we.
That was a ride though. Like that was back in a cab. Your mom driving.
No, it wasn't. They was down there for 3 years. They was down there.
Oh, it's coming. The baby's coming. He's on the way. That was back in a cab. You was driving through.
No, they
you
weren't.
Gotta relax.
No, they weren't.
Stop saying that.
They weren't. They weren't.
Back in a cab, going to the movie theater. Doctor said you had 3 more weeks and you came early.
Nah, they was living down there.
Incubator baby.
They was living down there, and Junior, my grandfather, lied to my old man and said he had a job for him here in New York. And when my pops got here, he said, "Where's the job at?" He said, "No, I said there was jobs up here."
Right. He misheard that. Uncle Ben misheard that. No. I said there was jobs in here in New York. Get it going, brother. I ain't never say I could get you a job. Now I done got the only job out here right now. You know.
That's a fact. That's a true story.
And Mr. Thomas, he said I do goods work out here.
No. Grandpa was a preacher. The guy, he was doing God's work.
Okay.
He was doing God's work.
So why he have Uncle Ben doing God's work, helping him with the...
Oh, brother, Uncle Ben ain't want to do that. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm not going to sit here and lie and tell you the word on Sunday when I was out with you on Saturday night. Yo, I got to ask you a question.
Sure.
There's a video of these young folks in North Charleston, South Carolina, jumping up on the police, 4th of July. The police were called because there were shots fired, somebody was letting off, shots fired on the block. And when the cop tried to arrest one of the teenagers, a melee ensued. There was a little girl, right? There's a little girl who was hitting one of the cops with a stick while she was on the ground. She got pushed, and then another cop came, and I guess she got lost in the commotion because initially it doesn't look like she was detained or anything like that. What are your thoughts on those children? Because it was one 19-year-old, one 18-year-old who, let me just tell you, state of South Carolina, you going to jail now.
You going to jail now. Wow. Yeah, so I was told there was 3 arrests in that. Giovanni Campbell and Shamaya Weaver, her boy had herself.
18 years old, and the boy was 19.
Right. So they were arrested. I did see the little girl wailing. Police officer.
Wailing.
I don't know. I'm sick of it. Who raised these kids? Who raised them? And then parents are upset when something happens to their children, especially the ones that's outside and they're in the wrong. Like, I really don't feel sorry for them.
I think the police recovered, they said in another segment, they recovered about 3 or 4 Glocks, about 5 or 6 magazines, and a homemade spear. Somebody took a shank and a broomstick and tied it together and made a spear.
Whitney, she's rolling in her grave. When did the children become the future when we're looking at sorriness like that?
Pathetic.
Sorriness. It's absolutely disgusting.
When I saw that little girl hitting that woman hitting that cop with the stick, I thought to myself,
I'm going to say good. Forget that. I'm going to say good when she hit her mama. When she started beating on her mama, I'm gonna say good. That's good for you, because you were supposed to take care of that. And I'm saying the same thing all the way. I feel like I'm repeating myself. You were supposed to take care of that when that kid was small. What gives you the right or the wherewithal to even think about hitting somebody with a stick, especially law enforcement? Like, that means you have no respect for anybody.
Nobody.
I mean, F the police if that's how you feel, but that's what you're doing?
I would have slapped the fire out of one of my daughters. Like, it would have been bad. I think I would have hit them so hard. People around me would have said, damn, bro, like, that was a lot. Because that's like you said, that's a reflection on me. That your child is out there in the streets. Like, okay, great, it's 4th of July, you want to enjoy the fireworks, cool.
How much are fireworks these days? Like, I think they buy one and then you get like 100,000 for free. Buy one, get 100,000 for free.
And the chief was saying they were letting off the Roman candles at passing cars.
Right.
So I'm going home.
I've always hated 4th of July, by the way. I've never been a 4th of July person. I'm born in the summer, and I hate the 4th of July.
I want to go home. Don't shoot no Roman candle.
You ain't see the other joint where they was just back and forth with all the big joints, fireworks. People on the other side of the road. And you know they was shooting it, not this situation, but they was shooting it towards a gas station.
They're idiots. If you're under 30, matter of fact, I'll go 28. If you're under 28, I got a hard time trusting you. I do. I do, because y'all are scammers. Yeah, y'all are just shiftless people, man. Like that, y'all think this is cool? Like, what in your head said if my homegirl is getting locked up, you're right, the cop has her. I know this cop is calling for backup. Let me go put hands on the cop to try to break her hold on my homegirl.
Yeah, because obviously she's going to get away now. Yeah, let me get her out of here.
And then you're not even strong enough, dog, to pull her off. You just humping the cop now.
I want to know how it started, though. That's the thing.
Shots fired.
No. I want to know how it started, the melee.
Oh, you know it. Come on. You know how it started?
I have no idea. Like, if I already know there's no bullcrap, if there's 40 to 50, 60 kids out there and it's just me and someone else, we're not going to strategize on this. We're not going to do this another way. Hey, how y'all doing? How's the 4th of July? I just want to let you know that they calling about people, shooting.
I ain't trying to hear none of that, B. We got the permits. Yeah, I'm not trying to hear, nope.
They shooting at the cause.
I don't care,
B.
Y'all are mad racist.
We're leaving. We're going to leave. We're going to leave.
Y'all, why y'all here? Y'all racist.
We're going to leave.
Y'all racist.
We're going to leave, but
why are you here?
I would hate to come back.
Okay, I guess you're going to hate it then. You know that's how them young folks talk. Then that little girl, that 18-year-old young lady, was doing something she should have been doing, and that cop, and I bet you it was something small. I bet it started with a marijuana stick. Because in South Carolina, marijuana is still illegal. So I want to say she was out there smoking. Yo, you, come here, give me that.
But at this point, it's the 4th of July. I don't care how illegal it is. There's 50 people outside versus me and my partner. I'm not approaching that situation. I already know what it is. I'm going to let you live. It's the 4th of July. Just don't shoot your Roman candles at the cars. That's the only thing I'm asking for y'all not to do. Please. I don't want to come back here. Please, can we just be respectful and shoot them in the air?
That's you. There are cops out there who think that badge and that gun.
And that's why she was rolling on the floor.
Gives them superpowers.
That's why it obviously didn't. Mess around, that joint was a Roman candle and not where you going to find a pole from all of a sudden? I got that joint with a Roman candle. That's probably why that little girl, they ain't bring no charges against her.
Yeah, I bet you they did.
Nah, they said only 3 people got arrested.
They said 2 adults got charged.
Right.
The 19-year-old boy and Shemaya, the 18-year-old.
They're the adults.
Because Shemaya was out there teeing off. Young.
Yeah, I saw that when she was on the floor.
Right. Then there was 3 to 4 juveniles under 18 that were probably trying to put hands on polices and got yoink. So the 6 of you numbnuts, your futures are messed up.
Turn it around.
Who?
Them. They can turn it around.
Shemaya, I hope you saved up your money to open up your hair salon and your nail salon.
Apostrophe.
What's that? What's the other boys? What? Just something.
Start with a G.
Just something. Just some. I hope you know a trade. I hope you are an excellent plumber, electrician, because we need those. That's a fact. And you can make 6 figures. That is a fact. 500,000 jobs are needed right now in both of those professions. I hope you can do it after you do these 10 years in South Carolina.
10 years is crazy, but I mean, listen.
South Carolina,
listen.
They executed a 14-year-old boy.
Listen to me. I mean, at this point, I don't care if Javante Campbell or Shemaya does not get a job. Like, I'm Michael Jordan. I'm Michael Jordan shrug with them. 10 years, you said? 10 years?
Maybe.
Listen, whatever. And then you could think about it while you in there. It sucks, but let's just be.
Was it worth it? Was the juice worth the squeeze? No. I'm Whip.
Easy Fats Carruthers.
We out.
So I just hit it together. That's it.